Hello everyone and welcome to a Beasts of the Mesozoic review on Mesozoic. This is an interesting one for me because I I start well I started or I revived my interest for dinosaur model collecting in 2021. Having taken a large hiatus from dinosaurs in general, really, as an interest. And when I came back to it in 2021, I found obviously everything dinosaur, which is where I get most of my models from. And when I was looking through their page, I found the beasts of the Mesozoic raptors because they were the only ones out at that point. Uh, since then, they've released the Ceratopsian series, and of course, they've got their upcoming Tyrannosaur series, which looks amazing. But uh, I looked at these and I thought they look so weird, and I don't like it because someone close to me described them as having like loads of different dinosaurs stuck together. But that's because of the articulation. Of course, you're going to get the seams on the figure. On the body is most noticeable on the torso. But the thing is, they blend in surprisingly well in person. When you're looking at them, it just looks like one whole raptor, to be perfectly honest with you. And that's what's so weird about these figures. They're so articulated, and yet they just look so good on their bases and everything. Now, this is one of the poses I've got that I have in my little diorama set. I do possess the Beasts of the Mesozoic Microraptor as well, and the black nestlings. But for now, I'm just reviewing the Beasts of the Mesozoic Atrociraptor. I haven't actually, I've just been rambling on about how awesome this series is, and yet haven't even told you what the dinosaur name is. But yes, it is the Beasts of the Mesozoic Atrociraptor. Now, let's just take a look at this pose I've got. So basically, it is a highly articulated series of dinosaur figures. And what I've done here is I've kind of bent the arm back a little bit, and I've made it look like it's stepping and looking to the side. So it's kind of almost walking, and then it notices something, which is the pose I was looking for to go with the Microraptor. So it's in my diorama, it will be looking down at the Microraptor, and that's something really cool you can do with these figures. You can customize them to your heart's content in whatever pose you want, and I really do like that. I love it. I love that about these figures. Now, excuse me. I'm coming off a cold, so apologies. My voice sounds a bit crap. Details on this figure are incredible, absolutely incredible. You have this gorgeous blue kind of lining on the upper jaw there, and you could see that the feather detail is so fine, and then you can see there's feathers going down the neck here as well, and you can see a little bit of some quills along here as well. Just really fine feather detail, and it looks so bird-like. And you've got that orange piercing eye there, and each tooth is of course individually sculpted. You've got an articulated tongue as well, which I choose not to articulate. To be honest, you can move it side to side if you want to. I choose not to, just because the tongue doesn't really matter to me that much. The mouth is obviously articulated too. You can open and close it. You got the neck articulation as well, which is fairly substantial. You got 3 little joints there. So one at the top of the neck, one in the middle, and one at the back, or I should say, one at the bottom. And then, of course, going down like the cheek, you can see they've got some gorgeous red paint there. And then we've got a repetition of that blue. There's like a blue shading there along the top of the head, and you've got some really nice examples of that blue there. It goes down the back. Some really nice shading there with the colours. There's a frontal view of it. Looks really bird-like. As I said, just really nice, scientifically accurate figures here. And the same thing, I would say the same thing about the other side of the figure as well. Really nice detail, not articulation, what am I talking about? Yeah, really nice. And then you've got some articulated wings here as well. The front bits can articulate, as can the backs, and then of course the arm itself can articulate as well. So yeah, that's great. You've got the same thing for the other part of the arm as well, and you've got that really nice blue and red kind of paint scheme, and that kind of flows throughout the entire figure, really, more so the upper part of the figure, because the rest of it becomes a bit more muted. But on the body, we have a bit of articulation, not too much, but a little bit, which allows a bit of turnability. Turn it sideways or whatever you want to do. The legs are really cool. You got actually articulated toes. You got an articulated sickle claw, if I can focus in on that. Yeah. So if I can just, yeah, there we go. Really cool. Really cool that, and the same goes for this one too. And then the toes here are also articulated a little bit. And then you've got a lovely bendable tail, so you can bend it in any way you like, because it's like on a wire, which is really nice. really nice. So you can have it completely straight if you want to, which is how I like to do it. I really like the raptor tails when they're nice and stiff, nice and straight. The raptors, the deluxe raptors, of which this is one, do share, I think, the same body sculpts, but the head, the tails are different, I think. So that's one thing. But they're mostly scientifically accurate. Of course, they've got the feathers as well. So that's a big plus. Now, I've got to talk about the base it comes with too. It comes with some little posable, well, it comes with some posing sticks. I've got this one on at the moment, but there are different options, and it can articulate on this thing, this base. It's got really nicely detailed base. All the raptors have the same base, but they're painted differently. So the Velociraptor one is like a sandy, deserty kind of colour. And on the bottom, there are separate toes that the Raptor comes with, that you can peg on the bottom of there for storage, but I just put it back in the box for storage. But yeah, you pose your Raptor any way that you like, and it just looks awesome. Mine's currently falling off there. Hang on. There we go. That's how I do it. There we go. So that is the Beasts of the Mesozoic Raptor. I really like this one. really nice line of figures. I will be reviewing a load of the other Raptors as well. This one is the first deluxe Raptor I got. I really love it. Really love it. It's highly articulated. Of course, I think about 26 articulation points. Yeah, it's just phenomenal figure. Really like it. And I don't think I actually went over the paint on that tail as well. The tail's got, as I said, some more muted colours as you go down the figure, but it still looks beautiful. Really nice feather detail there on the tail, and as I said, it's a bendable tail, so that's a bonus. But yeah, this costed about, I think it's $36.99, this particular one, from Everything Dinosaur, but it's a give and take with the Beasts of the Mesozoic Raptors. So I know that their, for example, Pyroraptor, the brown version, is $35.99, so it can vary a little bit. I know that some of them are £40, some of them are more. But yeah, it's just, they're well worth the money in my opinion. I absolutely love them. I've always found that normal dinosaur models are kind of boring in the way that you can't really customize them too much, but with this line of figures, the dream is real. And you can really have some amazing fun with posing your like Raptor series figures, and even you can even do the pose, you know, ceratopsians with the raptors too. Let me just briefly show you what I do with my raptor for my shelf. So this is my current Beast of the Mesozoic display. So what I like to do is, let me just put the camera down there. So what I'll do is I'll put the base here, and then comes the, wait, I think I actually put it in, hopefully I don't knock anything over, that will be disastrous. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there we go. So that's how I have my little diorama. So I've got the Microraptor set, and then the black nestlings in a really nice little, it's kind of like a little brood that the mother's got there, and she's defending it against some Microraptors. And I know this is not scientifically accurate to have the Atrociraptor with the Microraptors, as they didn't live in the same time. Same location, I'm pretty sure the same time as well. Well, maybe not. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, I do like to have an Atrociraptor brood kind of trying to defend against these Microraptors. I have the Collect A Microraptor standing in as well with the Beast of the Mesozoic one here. So yeah, I plan to have a big Dromaeosaur shelf here. Well, Maniraptoria shelf, or Maniraptoriform shelf, and Beast of the Mesozoic will really help with that because they have a lot of those. They have a lot of the scientifically accurate feathered raptors, which are posable, and you can just so much potential for dioramas. So amazing set. The Atrociraptor, I would definitely recommend this figure. Just giving you an example of the potential for dioramas. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's been really exciting to do a review of, because I'm really passionate about this line, and I will see you in the next one.